Now then, people, welcome back to the Just Joe football show. And of course, I had to do a quick video reacting to the news this evening that Willy Gnonto looks set to exit Leeds United. Before we get into the video, though, please smash a like, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course, hit that notification bell. Big up to all those that joined us on the watch along. 22k, you know, madness, absolute insane. Never thought I'd get to this stage, so thank you so much. Listen, self-proclaimed hardest working man in the YouTube game, though, right? And that's why we're doing a video right now. So show some love and like this video, and let's get into it.
I don't care. It's
1-0. We're fucking down. 13th in the championship. The takeover happened, as I said it would. People will be... Oh, when have we got Leeds? Yes, so folks, the game tonight, play Shrewsbury Town, no Gnonto in the lineup. You're thinking, what's going on? Why is that? He's not on the bench. We're already threadbare. What's going down? We then see images of his cut knee, which was basically a graze. That was never enough to keep him out. We then heard it was stitches. Maybe it was that. I'm not too sure. And then at the end of the game, right at the end, the Daily Mail, boom, they report. Now, of course, a lot of people look at that a little bit dubious. It's the Daily Fail. Let's not jump too much on it, right? But we've known for quite a lot of time now that a lot of these players probably do want to exit, right? Gnonto, maybe even Cree, Adams, Harrison, they all feel that they should be playing at a higher level. And if we're honest with ourselves, they probably should, right? It is what it is. Willy Gnonto has the fact that Roberto Martinez is on record as saying if you want to be in this Italy squad, you've got to be playing in the top 5 league. You've even got Zaniolo over in Turkey for that club being told, listen, if you want to be involved, you need to be playing in Europe's top 5 leagues. So best believe he ain't picking Willy Gnonto for his international games if he's playing in the Championship for Leeds United. It's just facts.
So I think that we need to know that I am talking about facts. I am not talking about my impression, things that everybody can see every single week.
Now, as a fan, I can sort of accept that these players might want to leave. And I think there'll be more yet that will also anger us, but it's the way in which you do it, right? And one way you don't do it is by refusing to play for the football club that pays your wages, refusing to play for this badge, refusing to play for those fans that sing your name on a regular basis, that fell in love with you, refusing to play for the club that plucked you out of obscurity from FC Zurich and took you to the Premier League and gave you an opportunity to show your skill set, to show your prowess to the footballing world. Leeds United gave you that opportunity. The least you can do is play for them when they ask you to. We're not asking for the world here.
Let's not take the piss here.
I certainly wasn't.
Well, I think you are.
And I would argue you probably need to look at your agent, because every other single bloody footballer that came through this football club managed to get themselves a release clause. Your guy didn't. And the facts are, for me, the ball's in Leeds United's court. You're on a 5-year deal. You have no release clause. So if you want to leave this football club, best believe we will hold out for the biggest transfer fee. And if that means that he has to train with the kids, even though the squad is full of kids, I don't know where he would train. The fucking under-11s. We're threadbare. We need to do business. Don't get me started on the Aaron stuff. That isn't the club's fault. But this is the life of a Leeds United fan. You wake up, yeah? You hear about Aaron's and Rodon. By the end of the night, Aaron's isn't even going to be a Leeds United player, and one of your star boys just refused to play for your football club against Shrewsbury Town. Now, of course, as a content creator, sometimes you're in a privileged position, and I've heard a few bits. One of them being that he didn't want to play because he didn't want to be cup-tied. One of them being that, you know, he's put a transfer request in. More will be revealed over the next 24 hours. And I'll come back to it. Naturally, there's going to be clubs, especially in the Premier League or in Europe's top 5 leagues. Freiburg have been linked with him. Burnley, Everton, for example, even Inter Milan, for God's sake. There are a lot of clubs that are higher up the chain than what we are now currently. We've already seen today, just dropping down the division. That's why when people say, oh, gives us an opportunity to rebuild, to reset. As soon as you're out of the big leagues, it's game over. We've seen today Bournemouth have come in and took Max Aaron's offers like that. Why? Because they're a Premier League club. Willy Gnonto is flexing and refusing to play for this huge football club in Leeds United, and I will say that, to go maybe move to Everton, and no disrespect to Everton, they're a big club, but where you currently stand, you're going to be in a relegation dogfight. You're going to be playing under Sean Dyche. Like, I just don't see that being a smart move. Maybe he's been badly advised, I'm not too sure, but his agent was already flexing during the summer saying, it is impossible for my player to play in the Championship, there or thereabouts. And again, I've been resigned to the fact. I'm even resigned to the fact that someone will come for Somerville, that Adams is going to leave, that Harrison's going to leave, regardless of injuries. They're just too good for us to keep hold of. But it's the manner in which you do it. And what's really, really frustrated me is Gnonto played well on the weekend. Gnonto played well for the time he was on the pitch. When Somerville gets the winner, he's literally celebrating with him. Correct me if I'm wrong, he weren't even on the pitch at that time. He'd been substituted. So he was over the moon. It's like, Gnonto loves the place. We love Gnonto. But no, he's gone tonight, gone to the boss in a situation that Leeds United are already in dire straits. Let's be real, we're already in the shit, yeah, in terms of bodies being available. 11 injured players, by the way. Poor Daniel Farke's had the day from hell. My man's thought he was getting 2 signings. He's ended up the night with no Aarons, who he's probably had a tight relationship with, and Gnonto saying, oh, I can't play for you tonight, you know. And then also the first half was really terrible. You know, we won, we progressed, great stuff, but even still, you know, I feel sorry for Daniel Farke where he is right now, but I'm not going to blame the club for this. This is on Willy Gnonto and his agent. He has to leave now. There's no way back for him. I just don't see how there is. Leeds United fans are an unforgiving bunch. If he is involved in some capacity at the weekend, he will be booed. And rightly so. And he deserves to be. Because you have refused to play for the football club that pays your wages. It's a disgrace. All that we need to do now is to ensure that we get the right money for him. Don't fold like a cheap suit. Don't fold like a deck chair. Don't give in like Andrea and Bates and Chilino. Stand steadfast and say to them, like Southampton, look at Southampton. They have held firm and are getting the money for Lavia. You know, just on Lavia as well. Chelsea have now put a bid in. So what does that mean for Adams? I'm not too sure. I think Leeds United were banking on him going, and that's why they started to spend that money on Aarons, etc. Of course, that's still sloshing about because Aarons ain't, you know, coming now. He's gone to the South Coast. He's gone to a Premier League club. But just make sure, like Southampton, like Leicester did, we say, if you want to leave, he hasn't got a release clause. He's got a 5-year deal. We want 25 to 30 million plus add-ons because best believe we're going to owe Zurich money. Let's be realistic here. Victor Orta was giving out mad contracts. So best believe in order to get deals over the line, and let's be honest, when we actually did that deal, we were up shit creek without a paddle because we'd missed out on Dieng, Gakpo, so we were probably like, yeah, have all these add-ons. Do you know what I mean? So it wouldn't surprise me if they've got a 50% bloody sell-on clause. Again, poor management, poor ownership, leaving us up shit creek without a paddle. And that's what I would say has happened to Willy Gnonto. But listen, these people are advised by these people. It is what it is. But doing this way is just bang out. And as I say, it's a disgrace. And his time at Leeds United now will be done. There's a little part of me, the sadistic side of me, wants to ensure that his deal doesn't get pushed through before the weekend so that he has to go to Elland Road and he has to sit on the bench and hear the boos and the disrespect that will come from the crowd, which he deserves, because to refuse to play from the football club, he's bang out of order. Anyways, I don't want to ramble on too much. I've said my piece. I'm pissed off. There'll be more content and more news about this over the coming days. It's wild right now being a Leeds United fan, but it is what it is. Like I say, what a day. You wake up here, you go down there, you're back up there after the win, and then boom, Willie's just sent you in the mud. Not good. Anyway, we move. Thanks again for 22k. Thanks for all your continued support. Like this video, subscribe to the channel, get your comments in, and of course hit that notification bell. We'll be live tomorrow for the White Rose rivals and whatever else happens, because best believe something will. I mean, is there ever a dull day being a Leeds United fan? Peace out.